One of the best ways to play EU4 is playing EU4 mods, to be fair, and there's no better mod out there that immerses you in a very different and fantastic world like Ambinar does. Well, guess what? Ambinar just got an update, and they've added 93 countries, 4 mechanic-packed religions, 2 regional systems, 19 mission trees, and 5 ways to repel women, all in this brand new update that completely revitalized the mod and made it a ton more fun than it ever was. Now, I'm not gonna pretend that I know what any of these names in this mod mean, because I don't really play Dungeons and Dragons, and this is a mod inspired by Dungeons and Dragons and in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. But I do know some things about EU4, and I know that the dwarfs play Toll in this mod, and that we essentially have the Asian version of this world in now with this new update, and that's what we're gonna check out. So in case you don't know, Ambinar takes its name from the Empire of Ambinar, which is an HRE style empire that is placed in the western parts over here, and you got like elves, you got gnomes, dwarfs, and even dorks everywhere around these lands. But to the east, with the new update, we basically have Dungeons and Dragons version of China, as well as everything else that is in the base EU4 with different names, different colors, and hey, they actually have proper mission trees now, so that should be a lot of fun to check. All jokes aside though, they actually put a lot of work in this mod, and if you haven't tried out Ambinar yet, I highly recommend you do. It's a really well made mod. They update it constantly and it's really fleshed out. The missions are really fun as well, and it's just a really dynamic version of EU4, and if you've played say 1,000, 2,000 hours of EU4, you need to try mods. And you should definitely try this one. Before we continue, a word from our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends, which just released a super-powered legendary champion, the Ultimate Death Knight, that has a solid kit to help players through dungeons, doom towers, clan or hydra boss. And guess what, guys? We actually have Death Knight with us today.
Well, hello there.
Tell us, how do you feel about being replaced with an ultimately way better version of yourself?
Ultimate Death Knight? Oh man, don't get me started on that, dude.
The best part is anyone can get Ultimate Death Knight for free. All you gotta do is log in for 7 days between now and October 27th. Plus, you can use the promo code DKRises for free items to level up your champion to level 50. And if you use my link in the description or scan my QR code, you'll get unique bonuses worth $30. So hop on over and let's raid. What the hell is this? The Command. Grand Marshal Wolfborn. Holy snaps, I want to play as Mr. Wolfborn. I like that they actually took the time to actually write the descriptions for these nations, which is something that you don't see in the base EU4 game, do you now? Maybe, just saying, somebody should take a few moments to do the descriptions for the nations in the base game, okay? I said it. There, I said it. So, Rahen is a land as ancient as the Bulwark to the west, with civilizations dating back 4,000 years. For centuries, human empires dominated the region, the most prominent being the Rahenja, which established the hard border along the river Karunanya. Okay, I'm not gonna really go through all of this. Essentially, it's India, China, etc, etc. What is this? Do you want to deactivate the Great Conqueror features? I'm the pawn of chess, whose aim is not to protect the king. What? This enables a more extreme version of Great Conquerors. Wow. Tell me you're a virgin without telling me you're virgin. Click the button, boys. So apparently the command is what? Dwarfs? Oh, they're goblins. Hobgoblin. Wolf. Hobgoblin. Boar. Hobgoblin. Alright, let's check our culture map mode here. Right, we got all them hobgoblins over here. That is our primary cultures. Yep, definitely. And then we got all the actual people that live in these lands that are not our primary culture. How do they get conquered here, man? What's happening in this world? I can already see the Chinese culture because the names sound very Chinese. Jiangzun, Bakeling, Gangaming, Nangadeling, Zhangawing. And then we have the ogres. The ogres, wait a second, is this Total War Warhammer 3? What the schnaps is the trend with these companies, man? Making all these ogres next to Chinese and then goblins and schnaps. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe I'm thinking too much. And then we have the Indians in the south here. Like the Sikh. Oh, sorry. The Sikai. And then the Bokai. And the Nimphai. Bitungarai. Sirtapatai. Okay, I just invented the last two. But you didn't know I invented them, did you? I like that the Goblinic shamanism here is essentially a beer. That's a cup of beer, right? Alright, let's see what kind of options we got. Discipline, harsh treatment. Aggressive expansion, war score cost, impact. Morale of armies, goods produced. Wow, all of these are really amazing. I'm gonna go for discipline. Let's go for discipline. Hobgoblin warbands. Hobgoblin riflemen. Oh yeah, boys. Give them goblins them rifles, and they're gonna be conquering the world and schnaps, okay? Wait, what? Hold on a second. Why do my goblins have Japanese samurai sprites? Are the Japanese goblins? What? And we also have the Blood Song, which are horse people. Oh, they're brown orcs. Brown orcs. Get it? Brown orcs? I'm talking about Indians. Come on, keep up, goddammit. Oh yeah, they're definitely using the Indian sprites for the orcs. It's a little bit racy, not gonna lie. Just a little bit racy. So what, we start with like 1,000 vassals? What? I think I'm just gonna first off get an overview of all the nations added in this update. So let's see, I think one of the main nations is Biafang. Let's use observer for these boys. Biafang's got, let's check their mission tree. Oh, they do have a unique mission tree. Xiyun, a reunification. You get a permanent claim on the entire region here of Upper Biafang? Yongxing area. Okay, let's check what that is. Yongxing area. Oh, that's not much. Oh, okay, you basically get claims on everything around you, and you also have some permanent modifiers. Attrition for enemy defensiveness, not bad. Regiment drill loss until the end of the game. Moderate tolerance increased of hobgoblins. Okay, there's a system in this mod in case you guys don't know. I'm pretty sure most of the people watching this already play Anbinar, in which case, hang in there. One day, somebody will actually want to love you too. And if they don't, I love you. Okay? I said it. I love you. But only if you subscribe. Seriously though, subscribe. Why not? Why not smash that like button as well whilst you're at it? Just saying. Oh damn, we are on the righteous path over here. Or not. Hold up. Are we of the righteous path? No, we're ascendant souls. So righteous path is heretics, heathens. I don't know. Heathens. They're heathens. The entire country is heathen country. What the schnaps, man? Can we convert back to the other religion? No. Imperial Yanshan. Ooh. Change the country to the Hui. Wow. Okay, I'm guessing the Hui is this mod's version of China. And we gotta have literally everything here in order to form the Hui. Seems a little bit steep, doesn't it? Or better yet, we need to have 50 provinces in the Yanshan super region. So the Yanshan super region, I'm assuming, is the Chinese super region. Then we have the Indian super region, the South Halys, and Rakhine. Oh, actually, I think Rakhine's the Indian parts, isn't it? South Halys is basically Indochina, essentially, right? So then if we go to the culture map mode, this area is going to be a little bit different. Yep. Mystic Accord. All right. Lots of new religions. Righteous path is the most predominant over here, with the exception of every single province that we have. Damn, boys. Not gonna be playing as Biafang today. Screw that, man. Wait, what? We have 100% religious unity? How? Oh no, I see. So our religion is high philosophy, and then what? Ascendant soul is syncretic religion? I guess so. Oh no, I'm so confused right now. Oh no, we're not ascended soul. That's just the school of thought. Oh, this is the Muslim religion from the base game. They took the Muslim one and they deleted the special interaction that the Muslims have, essentially. And then it's high philosophy, not ascendant soul. Right. Well, good luck with playing Biafang, guys. You're gonna really enjoy the religious part. You do get 100 religious unity, though. So I guess the other religion doesn't really matter towards your religious unity. Estate-wise, Anbinar has the same estates as the EU4, the base game, as well as you get adventures as a new estate. And adventures give you various bonuses like advisor cost reduction, unrest reduction, mercenary discipline, and you also have mages, and essentially there's magic in this mod, and they try to show off magic the best way that they can with the mechanics that EU4 has. And I have to say they are pretty innovative, let's say, when it comes to using the mechanics, the limited mechanics that the EU4 has to depict the magic system in Ambinar. So kudos to that. The modding team definitely did a super good job with this mod so far. To the north of the Chinese, well, the Dungeons and Dragons Chinese, we have the Dungeons and Dragons Manchu, with the Nugdan Tarai over here being essentially a horde, steppe nomads, exactly the same like in the base game, and they also get the Chuvashu tribalism that seems pretty interesting. Doesn't really help with playing Toll, but it increases the raising power gain, which is pretty good. And you may recruit female generals. Ooh, that's juicy. As well as you get manpower and true faith provinces. Okay, I like their mission tree actually. It's very small but very cute little mission tree. And I believe you can also form once more the Great Empire here, where you need to have parts of China. So essentially it's forming Yuan and Binar version of Yuan, I guess. Yep, coexistent races will be moved to the new capital, renamed of stuff, changing of cultures, literally the same like Yuan actually. And heirs of Bengagadugadu changes the country to Guamadu and enacts the imperial harem government reform. Oh snaps, we're getting the woman. If only Dungeons and Dragons players knew that in order to get the woman, you just gotta enact the Gagagadabagadu from the Ambinar Manchu. Okay? Just think about it for a sec. Let's see how many deities we got as well. Oh, we have a lot of deities here. I like to see that there's definitely a ton of choice. And let's take a good look at the rest of the world as well. We got the desert people here of Jadari, Zoka. I'm not sure if these got a rework as well in this update, but overall Jadari is really fun to play as, probably one of my favorite nations in Ambinar overall, together with Vern. I even have a Vern playthrough you guys should check out. I'll link it in the description as well. It's kind of weird because this country has the flag of the Philippines almost, but I think it's supposed to be a sort of a Thai nation or something of the sorts in Southeast Asia. They have a unique mission tree as well, and I have to say it's pretty interesting mission tree, pretty large mission tree for that matter. Most of this is actually super juicy, man. The modding team definitely took its time to make a proper mission tree for this nation, so whatever the lore behind it is, it's definitely one of the primary countries in this part of the world, in this Dungeons and Dragons mod version of EU4 at least. And they too have some issues with their religion. I see this as a sort of a trend in this mod for some reason, where most countries start with either the entirety of their nation having a different religion or most of their nation having a different religion. Well, the case with these guys is half of the nation, let's say, where we got Mystic Accords and we have Kelino apparent. Oh, this is a new one. Let me check Kelino out. Oh no, it's High Philosophy again. What the schnaps is happening here? How am I getting confused with the religion in this freaking area of the map? So High Philosophy here is the predominant religion apparently, and the main nations have High Philosophy, which basically rules over lands that are otherwise Righteous Path and Mystic Accord. You know, moments like this, I really wish I knew a little bit more Dungeons and Dragons lore. But growing up in Romania, I didn't really play Dungeons and Dragons as much because I was busy learning the art of lockpicking and pickpocket. I'm kidding! It's a joke, god dang it! Okay, it's not Skyrim in Romania. I promise it's not.
Hey, you're finally awake.
We don't all just go around stealing from everybody's houses. That's totally not what we do in Romania, okay? Stop thinking it's like that. It's not fair. Racial military. What the hell does that? Oh, this is a completely new screen. They did not have this before. Wow, that is so cool. So you can see here the various cultures of this game, I guess. So you have humans, which are the Chad Lords that give extra morale of armies, and navies. That's the current one we have. If we want to get a different military racial profile, we need to have 200 mana points, and we need to have, I guess, tolerated or better yet, integrated cultures. So right now, elves are at 35%, Harry Mare 16. We don't really enjoy having goblins, half-orcs, harpies, hobgoblins, or any of the other people around, apparently. So, eventually, these guys might even get some integrated elves in the army, which offer their own bonuses. There you go. It says there all the stuff that you get from them. And every single different culture or race, I guess, gives different bonuses. I'm curious if you can have, like, unlimited, like, if you can have all of these, or if it's just, like, a limited amount of these that you can have. I guess it would make sense from a balance perspective to have a limited amount. But it would be really cool if you can have all of these eventually and get all these juicy bonuses. Although some of these come with massive debuffs. However, like, look at this here. Land force limit minus 30%. Holy snaps, man. I don't want trolls at all in my country. Or in my comment section for that matter, okay? No trolls allowed. And let's go back into observer mode. Let's see what else we have here. What about this nation? Chin Binkrung. Do they have their own mission? No, they don't have any mission tree. They do have unique ideas though. Shock damage, trade efficiency, national manpower, core creation minus 15, production efficiency, discipline, and fire damage received minus 10. Holy snaps, these guys actually have really freaking good ideas. I'm surprised they don't have their own missions actually. So what nations have the missions then? I heard there's like 1,000 nations with new mission trees right now with this update. Apparently, this is one of the nations. Honsai has a special internal strife that they start with. They got to be at peace in order to do this mission, and that unlocks the rest of this, which is actually quite massive. Holy mother of God, this is the biggest one I've seen so far, actually. Wow. That's like 4 different stages that they have eventually. The Ghost Congress happens. Completing the mission will improve our government, getting rid of most of the bad modifiers. So what bad modifiers do we start with? Human military, human administration. That doesn't seem like bad modifier. Maybe here. Oh my god. Unreformed Ghost Emperor. Oh, I see. Does not have heirs, prohibits switching government type, does not have consorts, rulers cannot be generals, and you get a lot of debuffs as well, including minimum autonomy. Wow. Immortal. What? This guy lives forever? No freaking way. He's a 635 Chad Lord that lives absolutely forever. I actually want to play as this nation now. Oh my god, so many juicy nations I want to play in this mod now. Let me know, guys, in the comment section if you want me to do a proper playthrough with any of these nations. I might stream it on Twitch. By the way, you'll find a link in the description to my Twitch channel. You guys can check it out, and then I'll upload the VODs to my second channel. Or if you want, I can make the highlights and upload to the main channel as well. So let's see what other bonuses we get from this mission tree. We get trust with other nations. The Hebat Hari will join us. I'm guessing that's another nation. Oh, there you go. Hebat Hari. So this 3 province minor nation is going to join us. I assume that means that they're going to get integrated by us. Completing this will unlock the decision menu, which allows the player to monitor and influence the remaining willpower of the Ghost Emperor. I see. Right. So I'm assuming this nation actually revolves around this guy here, Sang Kaoban, which is the Ghost Emperor, I'm guessing. And that's actually a really cool thing. I don't think I've ever seen any mod do this, where the entire mission tree revolves around a character, not necessarily so much around the country itself. And also interesting that some of the missions actually give out debuffs as well as buffs at the same time, instead of just overall giving insane amounts of buffs and so on. And there's a lot of events, scripted events, that I don't really know what they do right now, and I'm not going to spoil it both for myself and for you guys. You should try out this mod, and you'll find the link to it also in the description, because it's definitely something you should play if you haven't yet. Judging by the permanent modifiers that some of these missions give out, I'm guessing that this nation in particular had a lot of subjects before, and they lost the subjects, and their main goal is to get back these subjects and integrate them into the empire, essentially. And considering the culture group as well as the religion, I guess that their empire was maybe this big or something like this. Let's see if we have a decision to restore. Yeah, we do have reform the Baihon Chink. Then we get new traditions and ambitions as well. And yes, essentially it is this particular peninsula over here, I guess. Minus the south tip, I'm assuming. And you know what? Speaking of immortal emperors, I want to check something out here. I want to see if Corvuria has an immortal emperor as well, since I know that Corvuria essentially is a vampire nation, or a nation where there are vampires, at least, if I'm not wrong about it. So this guy is definitely not immortal, and he's just 43. But do we maybe have a mission that makes him immortal or turns him into an empire? Is it like a event that makes him a vampire, not an empire? Also have to say, holy mother of freaking Schnippledorp. Look at the size of this freaking mission tree. What? Yo! My next playthrough for this is gonna be Corvuria, boys. Screw the East, okay? Screw it. Look how juicy this is, man. Holy schnapps, bro. Rebuild Dol Bostan. Unite Don Soban. Corvuria does not have the Vampires Estate. Oh, Vampire Estate Tracker. Oh boy, we got vampires in here. There you go. The estate represents the vampires that reside in your country, whether it be ancient nobility entrenched since the birth of your nation, or opportunistic migrants seeking new hunting grounds. These creatures can be a friend or an enemy if you oppose their desires. Ooh. So we got 2 privileges that we gave them. State collusion masquerade. So that means the state masquerades the vampires and we essentially hide them from, you know, persecution and shit. And bloody aristocracy as well. They give some bonuses from this, actually. Not bad bonuses either, but there's also some debuffs. So, very, very interesting to see. Let's see what other privileges we can give them. Start collusion masquerade. We gave that already, right? Yes, we do have. Offer new havens. Fill their stock. Reclaim Vampire Haven, organize a masquerade. All of these are negative malices. What the hell, man? What is this about? Oh, Reclaim Vampire Haven actually gives me 10% crownlands. What? Huh. So they basically kill off the nobility for me and give me the crownlands? Is that what happened there? Did I let the vampires suck off all of the nobility? Governing capacity plus 100. Loyalty threshold. Okay, these are not bad. The shock as well and fire damage is amazing too. But then again, the debuff is massive for this one. General cost and morale of armies. Ew, no thank you very much. I really hope you can eventually get become a vampire king and be immortal as this nation. And I'm gonna look a little bit into this for a potential playthrough, or maybe just a highlighted video as well. Let's also take a overview look of the entirety of the world. I'm not sure about this area. This might actually have been added in with the recent patch. I don't remember seeing all of this stuff here, and I'm not sure what exactly it is about. I'm curious though, because I see a lot of devastation in these lands here. 80 devastation. What the hell happened? Literally both of these small city-states have been completely devastated, and they have really high dev, and they are both vassals of this nation, Wachsjegeve. Wachsjegeve is a beautiful little town here, the Old Wolf, surrounded by forests and farmlands. Their own religion based off of, I'm not sure what this is based off of. I think Zoroastrianism. And they got their own mission tree. Is this added recently? I've never seen this, man. Holy snaps. The first soldiers, bunch of nations get an event. Vajrayan reforms, open the central banks until the end of the game, tax income and national tax modifier, Federation Museum, idea melting pot. What the hell is this? And I'm guessing your goal with this nation is to unite these lands. Oh, I'm guessing this is essentially the mage lands or something of the sorts based off of the decisions I saw there. And it kind of looks a little bit like one of those ninja stars, doesn't it? From the movies at least. On the other side of the world, we also have these boys here. I don't think there's much work that was done on this area. I might be wrong, but it looks exactly the same like the previous update, and a little bit of stuff here and there. This is essentially the new world for this mod, where you just go and colonize the new world if you want to, say like in base EU4, or you can just stay in the old world and wait for the orcs to unify and attack you and finish you off essentially. Don't wait for that. Don't do it. In any case, guys, I highly recommend you check out Ambinar. You'll find a link in the description, and consider subscribing if you enjoyed the channel and you enjoyed the content. It would really mean the world to me and help me out more than you can imagine. And until the next time, check out this awesome Lotharingia video. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support. If anybody else would like to also support me, you will find the links in the description.